This is the MV Apex Meridian. 200 meters of reinforced steel, a heavy lift bioprocess.
Held in place by 6 dynamic positioning thrusters, we maintain a millimeter-perfect hover over a target that defies biological logic. We are not hunting for schools of fish. We are targeting a single biomass signature of unprecedented scale.
There it is again. B-scan sir.
It's intermittent, sir, but definitely closing.
To Valerius Thorn, this is not a creature.
Target confirmed. Alpha Heavy, a 200-meter bluefin titan, a moving continent of muscle cruising at 800 meters deep. If it dives past 1,000 meters, the hydrostatic pressure ruins the meat. We have a narrow window. Initiate the intercept.
Moon pool open. Descent of the extraction dry dock initiated. Target, 200-meter bluefin titan.
Below us, the submersible dry dock begins its descent. A rigid steel skeleton the size of an office building.
Descent velocity, 2 meters per second. Think of it as a skyscraper being lowered into a dark, pressurized void.
8 high-tensile cables unspooling from drums the size of silos. Each caged cable.
At 800 meters, we find it. A 200-meter bluefin titan. Its silhouette.
Reroute auxiliary power to the stabilizers. I need that cage locked down now.
Thorn initiates the synchronization protocol. 50,000 horsepower of counter-thrust surges into the water to hold the line. Depth, 800 meters. The dry dock is stationary, its steel doors yawning open.
Look at the hide, iridescent silver and midnight blue, scales the size of riot shields. The 200-meter Titan does not realize it has crossed the threshold.
Target is center mass. Intercept confirmed. The void is about to be filled with 4,000 tons of frozen asset.
Array active. Multi-point low-frequency burst at 180 decibels. Target locked.
This is the precision of the acoustic stun. A targeted frequency designed to arrest the nervous system of a 200-meter bluefin without damaging the flesh. Total muscular contraction confirmed. The ocean's greatest kinetic force is transformed into a static biological resource.
Primary winch tension at 92%. Hydraulic pressure peaking. The Apex Meridian groans under the dead weight of a fallen god.
Thorn executes a compensation maneuver, venting the forward ballast tanks, using buoyancy to assist the hydraulics in this titanic lift. Moon pool becomes a theater of cascading white water. As the dry dock breaches, floodlights reveal the 200-meter silver giant. The Titan's eye, an obsidian sphere the size of a windshield. No soul. Only the reflection of the machines that conquered it. We use air-bearing technology to prevent bruising. Moving the 200-meter asset to Station 1. Calibrating laser cutters. The gantry robot awakens. Laser-guided water jet cutters descend. For a 200-meter asset.
These jets operate at extreme pressure, calibrated to part shield-sized scales and reinforced muscle with millimeter tolerance.
The rhythmic hiss of the jets cutting through 200 meters of history. We part the hide to access the primary loins. Truck-sized blocks of premium loin, a billion-dollar asset that must be stabilized before the biological heat destroys the cellular integrity.
Gantry cranes hoist the first sections toward the cryo deck. The pace shifts from a walk to a frantic sprint.
The clock is bleeding out. The division must be absolute, and the cold must be total.
Station 1 complete. Initiate.
Initiating liquid nitrogen injection system. Minus 196 degrees Celsius.
Phase 6. Quenching the core. We are pumping liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees Celsius.
Flash appreciated. And severed in the tracks flashy.
Nitrogen manifold 4 is hitting burst disk limits. The system is struggling to vent the volume of gas needed for a 200-meter harvest.
Manual override required. The automated flow is locked. The deck is becoming a tomb of gas.
Ice cleared. Flow stabilized. The nitrogen is reaching the core loins. The Titan is under control. The crisis is averted. The 200-meter Titan has been conquered by the cold, moving to primary storage.
The vault is ready. A warehouse at minus 60 degrees. 4,500 tons of the...
Audit complete. 100% asset recovery. The 200-meter Bluefin Titan has been reduced to a stable industrial inventory.
0 degrees of deviation. The Meridian is turning for home. The abyss is empty once more.
We think of fishing as a hunt. Out here, it is the management of a biological battery. A 200-meter... The floor is scrubbed. The remnants of a 200-meter god are washed into the bilge. The machines do not tire, they only reset.
The moon pool is silent. The extraction dry dock is retracted. The hangar functions with the emptiness of a cleaned factory.
1,200 blocks of truck-sized loin meat, each one a car-sized architectural unit of protein. Verified, secured, cryostable.
The Apex Meridian looks like a solitary industrial spark in total darkness. High-pressure steam vents.
The sonar pings into an empty sea. The signature is gone.
The ship begins its pivot, cutting a slow arc through the swells, turning back toward the shipping lanes.
40,000 horsepower surges into the water. We are carrying the fire of the abyss to the markets of the world. The harvest is absolute. Extraction complete. Subscribe to the Pelagic Archives for more documentaries.
The harvest is secured, but the cost is energy. We are pulling an extra 4,500 tons of dead.
Each car-sized block of 200-meter Titan flesh is sealed in high-density polymer. We must eliminate all...
Hold is a cathedral of frozen protein. 4,500 tons of the 200-meter Titan.
The Meridian sits 6 meters deeper in the water now. We are no longer a hunter. We are a heavy-lift transport vessel fighting the Atlantic's gravity. Continuous monitoring of the core blocks. If the temperature in the center of the 4,500-ton mass rises by a fraction, the enzymatic decay restarts.
The crew is on a 24-hour cycle. Managing the logistics of a fallen god requires constant vigilance. There is no room for error.
Even gone, the 200-meter Titan leaves its mark. The rails are warped. The hangar smells of iron and the...
The Atlantic is retaliating. We are navigating a Force 9 storm with a center of gravity that has shifted.
Listen to the steel. The Meridian wasn't designed to carry 4,500 tons of concentrated biological mass.
The marbling is a masterpiece of high-pressure evolution. At minus 60 degrees, the fat is as hard as ceramic. We are beaming the audit data to the mainland. The markets are already reacting. The world is waiting for the arrival of the Titan. The Meridian is purging the remnants. The oil and blood of the 200-meter Titan are processed and expelled. We leave nothing but a clean inventory.
Thorn keeps a single scale, a souvenir of a 200-meter god.
To him, it is the only part of the beast that isn't for sale.
We are burning 200 liters of fuel a minute to fight the drag. The weight of the 200-meter... 4 hours to the coast, the final leg of the transit. The 200-meter Bluefin Titan is coming to shore.
Arrival at the terminal. The 200-meter Titan is coming home. The most valuable cargo in the history of commercial fishing has reached the gates of the market.
The harbor tugs take the line. They are moving 5 million kilograms of concentrated protein toward the specialized Titan berth. Meridian docks. The sheer inertia of the Titan's mass requires a delicate hand. One mistake here would crush the pier like matchsticks. Opening the vault. The -60-degree air meets the harbor humidity, creating a frozen curtain of fog. The 200-meter asset is revealed.
The shoreside logistics begin. We are unloading 1,200 blocks of the Bluefin Titan.
The first loin block ascends, frozen at the cellular level. This is the flesh of a 200-meter god, destined for the high-end markets of the world.
A dedicated rail line waits. The 4,500-ton harvest will be distributed across the globe within...
Security is total. A billion-dollar asset attracts more than just buyers. The 200-meter Titan is protected with the same intensity as a gold shipment.
This is the final transformation. A 200-meter legend of the abyss, reduced to a global...
In the auction floor, here, the 200-meter Bluefin Titan is no longer a creature of the deep. It is the ultimate status symbol for the global elite. Billionaires and sovereign wealth funds bid on individual blocks. A single car-sized section of the 200-meter Titan can fetch $30 million. The logistics of greed. Within 6 hours, the flesh of the 200-meter Titan will be in Tokyo.
A single bite costs $50,000. The ultimate irony, a 200-meter god of the abyss.
Nothing is wasted. The 4,500-ton mass yields thousands of liters of high-grade bio-oils for the pharmaceutical industry.
The ship is replenished. The 200-meter Titan is gone, but the machines that conquered it require maintenance and power for the next quota. The hangar is a vacuum of memory. The 200-meter silver god has left no trace but the microscopic scratches on the lateral rails.
The audit is final. The dividends are paid. Thorn is already looking past the horizon. The 200-meter Titan was just the beginning.
The global quota is never satisfied. The demand for Titan biomass is
Another 200-meter signature detected. The cycle of extraction resets. The Atlantic has another debt to pay.
The profit from Alpha Heavy is already being reinvested. The Meridian does not rest.
The ocean is indifferent to our success. It simply offers the next challenge. We are hunting for Alpha...
The 5-meter obsidian eye of Alpha O2. It sees the cage, but it cannot comprehend the industrial cycle it is about to enter.
The doors yawn open once more.
The skin makes contact. The iridescent silver hide is as tough as Kevlar, yet as sensitive as a nerve ending.
The hiss of the jets is the only sound. We are breaking down 200 meters of evolution into manageable industrial...
Double-line processing. We are saturating the cryodecks to their absolute limit. The ship is a factory of frozen gods.
The Meridian is groaning. Carrying 2 Bluefin Titans, 9,000 tons of dead weight, is pushing the hull towards structural failure.
Vacuum sealing the future. Each unit of the 200-meter Titan is stabilized for a decade-long shelf life. We are preserving the abyss.
Zero waste. Even the scales are monetized. The iridescent sheen of the 200-meter Titan will eventually become the paint on a luxury jet.
The ocean is one Titan lighter. The debt is recorded. But for now, the profit is absolute.